Hi there, I'm William MacLeod, a cybersecurity specialist here at Strathclyde University, and I want to talk to you today about application patching, and in particularly, I'm going to say Heimdal free agent. I'm not entirely too sure if I'm saying that correctly. I think it's Norwegian. So today we're going to cover why patching, exactly what is Heimdal free, how to install Heimdal free, and how to use Heimdal free. So why patch? Well, obviously patches provide fixes and updates, but a lot of these are fixes to known security issues. So without applying the patch, you have a flaw or vulnerability that somebody can use to gain access to your system. So by applying the patches, it makes us more secure. And we want to apply the patches as quick as possible, because the time between releasing a patch and the installation of a patch, which we call time to patch, that's where the greatest threat is. Okay, so not that many people know about a vulnerability in a piece of software, but as soon as the manufacturer creates a patch, what they're saying is, here's a vulnerability and here's how we fix it. So those bad guys now know that there's a vulnerability there, and they go really, really hard, and they'll try and use that vulnerability because they know they've only got that limited space of time until that patch gets installed and that vulnerability isn't there. So it's really important to make sure that we're applying patches as quick as we possibly can. Most operating systems do this automatically. So like Windows updates, once that's been set on up, it can update itself. Most modern applications these days as well, you can set to auto update. For example, Adobe here, usually once you install it, there's a little tick box to say, do you want to update it? But it's nice to check it, make sure that it's updating. Belts and braces is always a good approach. And some older software and some different software might not have this automatic update functionality. So what is Heimdal free? Well, it's a free tool to update the most common programs for Windows. Okay, so that's things like browsers like Chrome and Firefox. It also does Java, and it also does Adobe programs and a few others. I think there's 60 sort of things that it updates. And these ones are the most widely used and actually the most vulnerable as well. Does not do operating system updates, okay, so it's just for these additional applications. And what it does is it checks for an update every 120 minutes. By default, we can make that longer or make it shorter, and then it will go ahead and install that update if it's there. There is some advanced functionality for purchase, and that's basically around anti-malware. But the free tool does these updates. Okay, so how do we go about installing it? Well, you'll need install rights. So if you're on a university-owned device, you might not have that. You'll have to contact the help desk to install that for you. But of course, because this is a free tool, you can install it on your home PC, your personal devices as well. So you can download this from the Strathclyde software, or also directly from the vendor's website as shown here. Okay, what we're going to do now is a little demonstration of how to install and how to use it. So first thing I'm going to show you, if we look here, you see that I've got Firefox installed, and it's version 50.0.1. Now that's a slightly older version. I'm going to show you here. You can go to the Firefox website, and you'll see that the latest version is 53.0.3. So we're going to go to the Heimdal website, and we're just going to go along here and click to download and install the new free agent. Okay, so that downloads this MSI file. We're going to double click on that to run it and install it. Now remember, you might not have install rights on your university machine. You might have to speak to help desk to get that installed. So we're just going to let that run on and install itself. Okay, so we're going to go with the free version here, and you just need to put in an email address, unfortunately, to get this free version. And then just hit activate. And that's it, successfully installed. Now after a couple of minutes, we'll should see it come on up in the system tree here, just to show that it's running. And that's it, popped on up now. So we will click this to bring up the user interface. And it's just saying here that because it's the free version, it's just the patching. We're just going to, this is a little bit of a tutorial, tells you a little bit about what it does. We're just going to next on through here. And next through here. And we'll get the actual application itself. So here, remember, it's just the patching system that we've got. So we're going to go to the patching tab. As you see here, it's found out that we've got Firefox, and it's already worked out that it's out of date version. So it's installing that just now. And you can see also that it's found out these other programs that we've got, like Adobe and Chrome, which it can manage as well. And we've set that to auto update. And as you can see, Firefox has just updated itself. So what will happen now is every 120 minutes, it goes ahead and checks the latest versions. If we refresh here, you now clearly see that we're updated to 53.0.3. Okay, so every 120 minutes, like we said, it's going to see if there's a new version of this software available and go and install it for us. So for summary, Heimdal is a free tool. It updates the most common programs for Windows. Now, they might change a little bit. Some things might come in and out of support, so you can get a look at their website and find out exactly what they do. It's actually also the recommended software on the We tab there in the agent. So that will show you what it currently is trying to update. It's only for those additional programs, so please continue to use Windows updates for your operating system patching. And continue to check that your updates are working, whether they are the Windows updates or whether these sort of things. If you think you have Windows updates not working correctly, then please contact the help desk. And for any sort of issues with that or any sort of advice that you're looking for from a cybersecurity point of view, contact the help desk and they'll pass that through to us, and we would be delighted to help. So it just remains me to say thank you very much.